Happy Valentine's Day!
Welcome to the Giant Snail Races. Yoo-hoo!
Hello, and welcome to the show. I'm Race Rex Goings, and it's Happy Valentine's Day today at the Giant Snail Races. And Tindy made us this wonderful track that's all Valentined out.
I do my best.
And next to me is very lovely May Beth. Say hi, May.
Heidi ho, and welcome to the Valentine's Day show. And next to me is my favorite sweetheart, Tindalia Soothsayer.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the races. And seated next to me is the always lovely Robbie Riddles.
Don't look at her butt.
Everybody, don't look at my butt. Welcome to Chocolate and Candy Day. If you want to bribe me, then send chocolate and candy to me in copious amounts. Thank you. And seated next to me is the lovely Callie Kane.
Hello, everybody. I'm Callie Kane. I'm kind of anti-Valentine today. And driving our balloon today is Abby Black.
How can bacon be anti-Valentine?
Everything's better with bacon.
Hello, I'm Abby Black, and I'm driving the balloon as fast as I can. Woo! Yeah! And now we go down to Racer X and the stats. Woohoo! Okay, so here we are in Season 1, Week number 4 of the Snail Races, and so far we have Callie Kane in the lead with 26 points. Yay!
Yay!
In second place, we have Lobby Wriggles with 22 points. Woo! Good job! Star Fern in third with 21 points. Everybody's really close. Could go any way.
Yay!
Hey, Abby Black in fourth with 16 points. Woohoo! And Jocelyn Tank in fifth with 14 points. Woohoo!
Yay!
This is a close season.
Yes.
Wilby 39 with 12 points. Yay! Colson seventh with 1 point. Oh well.
Yay!
Racer, is your SL voice on?
Oh, that was okay. So now we go down the rabbit hole to the first race of the day. Here we go. We made it. Okay. Alrighty, so here we are. We have made it safely to the ground and found our seats on the benches. Yay!
Yay!
And we're going to go out there and see who's out there for our first race of the day. In the purple scarf, we have Abby Black. Woohoo! Yay!
Yay!
And Callie Kane in the blue scarf. Woohoo!
Woo!
And Lobby Wriggles in the green scarf. Yay!
Yay, Lobby!
And Jocelyn Tank over here in the orange scarf. Woohoo!
Woo!
And now it's kind of up to you. If you right click on one of the snails, then your camera will track that one snail. And you're on the orange bench, see Brian. So if you clicked on the orange snail out there with the orange scarf, you'll follow the snail that's right near us. That'll be our snail we're rooting for. Okay, here we go with Tindy and the button. Go ahead and hit the button, Tindy. Let's get this thing going here.
Hitting the button. Doing a dance first.
I'll click on the snail.
I don't know what that's about, but Tindy's gonna push the button. And there it goes.
Stop looking at my dress.
Woohoo! Okay, and that signal goes to the catapult, and the catapult is going up next to the scoreboard back there, and it's going to launch a cow. Which we stole this bit from Monty Python, and we launch a cow at the gate, the castle gate out there.
Yay!
There goes the cow.
Who's the cow?
It's hit the gate, and that is the start of the Giant Snail Races.
And the snails are off. And so are we.
Yes, and we are riding these iron girders that follow the snails now.
Follow the color of the scarf of the snail.
Yes. So we're here on the first corner, going by the, those things. Looks like purple in the lead. Purple slightly in the lead, blue in second.
So you got Abby Black in first, Kelly Keene in second. I think Robbie Wriggles in third.
It's a mottled bunch of
But-
snail.
It's
Balls.
hard to tell.
Anything can happen over here on the balls.
Anybody get a super jump this time? No. Nobody fell in either. Woohoo!
Eh,
And passing through checkpoint 2.
making a right turn.
It looks like Josh Hughes taking over first place.
Yes.
Bobby's in second. Kelly's in third, and Abby's driving. Into fourth.
That's it. The orange bench is in the lead.
Wow.
Slightly ahead of purple.
But things can change in the mushroom.
Weird. Yes, the mushroom's another bouncy place.
And look at this great sign back here.
Oh yeah, look at that sign made by Baby P with the scotch tape and the snail. The thank you snail. Thank you, Baby P.
So Lobby has moved into first place.
Yes, we have
Josh
we had
is
a
in
change
second.
here. Didn't we?
Kelly's in third, yes. And
Going down into the ice
Abby
cream.
Black's in fourth.
The really, really giant ice cream. Scale makes no difference here in Second Life. Do you think the giant snails are giant? That ice cream cone is huge.
So going up the ramp, it's Josh Hugh and Lobby Wriggles neck and neck and neck.
Yes, very close.
Oh, Lobby got
race
knocked
is-
back low.
Ooh, a little bit, yeah. Those are the multi-balls hitting her. And, dip. Well, I forget what I was going to say now. Oh, it'll come to me.
Old timers.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
What's that, old timers? Yes.
Oh, yeah, the race is a 3-lap race, so that was, there they come
Lap one.
around for lap number 2. Still pretty close. Abby Black falling a little bit behind there.
But not that much.
Josh Hugh taking the lead.
So Josh Hugh's in first. Lobby Wriggles in second. Kelly Keene in third. And Abby Black in fourth.
Dun-dun-dun. This is the part where we could use riders.
Raiders? No, we'll make it up.
Riders of the snail. Oh, I'm sorry.
That was good, man.
Thank you.
Snow Riders.
I stay up all night doing this.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
May's the only one that actually writes down lines to say before she says them. So she is sort of a writer here. You have a writer on this show.
We just want a good one.
Yeah, now we just want a good one. No, you do fine, man. You do fine. We love your stuff. All right. Josh,
Unless you got a
who's that
high
for?
bounce.
Josh bounce is a little bit high, not too high though. Still keeps
Still in
us lead.
first. But Lobby caught up a bit.
Lap number 2. I don't know if you can hear
Seven
that, but the
mushrooms.
it's playing music there with that part they're running over. The song there was
You remember?
Snails.
Don't remember.
What was it called?
It's a snail song.
It's a snail song.
It's a snail world.
No, not that.
Oh, well.
It's snails climbing up the garbage trail. Snails. Something like that. It's a parody one.
Huh.
I think it's about sailing, actually. I don't know. So anyway, Jasu getting far ahead on his lap 2, bouncing on the
At the
hay
start.
bale there at the start.
Lap 3.
There it is, starting lap 3.
Bobby's in second, starting her third lap.
Bobby on third. Yep,
Kelly's there.
Kelly's third. Right, Bobby's starting on lap 3. It's on lap 3, and Abby Black is starting on lap 3.
Very good. Cashews pretty good lead over everybody.
This is the final lap. Cashews doing great.
Probably bouncing across the walls and Kelly's bouncing across the walls.
You may notice there's other lands near us that aren't white anymore. That we're still in snow here on the ground, but next to us is the lovely Raglan Shire, where the tinies live. The tiny folks that are like knee-high people,
But
and
not.
they're usually little furry animals and things. And T is one of them. T is a ferret, and her boyfriend here is a ferret too. That's right, T. You're a ferret, right?
No.
No. What is T? Otter. Otter. Very close. Otterific. Sorry, T.
So, approaching the ice cream. There's a big lead over everybody else.
Yes,
There's
way out
places-
there.
Gosh,
It is Jasu. Jasu is going to be
at you
moving
go.
into our pro section pretty soon if he keeps us up.
Yeah. These
This is
second.
basically our beginner race.
The amateur.
Or, yes. And if you do really good in the amateur, you get moved up to the pro. And if we don't have over 8 snails, you get to race in the pro race anyway. And practice.
But if you're in the pro race, or moved up to the pro, you don't get to racing.
You don't get to race in the amateur race anymore. Yes. You step on everything Kenji says, sorry.
I'm used to it.
Yes, that's what I do.
Ooh, Kelly just got knocked back by the multi-ball. That's going to cost her second place.
Who is this?
Both
Just entering the field.
Josh Yu takes first place.
Dolly Rain has showed up on the track. A little bit late, and I don't know if Dolly has a snailing license.
Bobby's in second.
And there we have the winner and the second place
And
and the
Kelly's
third
in
place.
third.
And Abby
fighting
Black.
up the ramp. Abby Black.
Abby Black. Okay. All right. Let's go do the recap over here. Nice to see a new snail on the track, though. You didn't get here early enough to get a snailing license, though. Someone contact them to see if they have a snailing license, by the way. Just in case I'm wrong. All right.
I do not know.
Okay, so in first place here, we had, let's see. First place, we had Jasu Tank. Woo! Yay! Jasu! In second place, Lobby Wriggle.
Yay, Lobby!
Hey, Lobby. There we go. That's fine. After you.
Yes.
And then Kelly Kane came in third. Woohoo!
Woo, Kelly!
Hey, Kelly. And Abby Black in.
Yay! Woo!
And now we go back up into the sky for the Best in Show with May Best. Woohoo! Yay! Alright, hold on. Okay, May, tell us who won Best of Show today.
Heidi ho, and welcome to the Best of Show. Today's theme is Valentine's Day, or better known in some circles as Single Awareness Day. And we have 5 snails dressed for romance.
Woohoo!
Yoo-hoo! Jasu Tank, you have won 3rd runner-up. Yay,
Yay,
Jasu! Jasu is picketing cruelty to snails. I hope that includes Snail Dude. Hint, hint, racer. Jasu is as jaded as I am when it comes to the Day of Hearts. Valentine's Day feels a lot like sitting in a public toilet and realizing the stall is out of paper. Love your show, Jasu. Great job. Good job. Good luck in the next race. Yay!
Yay!
Woohoo! Alden Cortez! Yay, Alden! Alden, a winner on and off the track. You have won 2nd runner-up. Yay!
Yay!
Valentine. Alden is all sugary pinkness. Alden asked me if I have always been this cynical of Valentine's Day, and I told her my husband, rest his soul, on our last Valentine's Day together, had gotten me a belt and a bag. The vacuum cleaner did run much better after that. Good luck in the next race, Alden! Yay! Tindalia Soothsayer has created our land of hearts. Yay, Tindy! Woohoo! And Tindy is one first runner-up.
Yay!
Yay! Tindy does raise the question, if love is blind, why do we all wear cute lingerie on this day? The day couples set an unrealistic bar of expectations and singles go into mourning. I should know. The only flowers I get on Valentine's Day are cauliflowers. Yay, Tindy! Thank you for all you do. Yay! What a great job you did on the track out there. It looks fantastic. Great job on your shell, too, Tindy. Callie Kane! Yay, Callie! Callie has won the cast member vote. Callie is our dark snail, highlighting what anti-Valentine's Day means to me. The Just Friends card. Yay, Callie, I love that.
Yay.
I loved getting Valentines as a child. The ones that read, "Great pants, be my Valentine." Callie tells me, forget the flowers and the candy. Give me a partner who brings me pizza and I am theirs for life. I'm right there with you. Good luck in the next race, Callie. Yay, Callie! Lobby Regals! Yay! Lobby, you have won Best in Show. Lady Lobby has on her rose-colored glasses with a bright outlook on winning the next race. Lobby has a heart on just for the finish line. She is bringing her own flowers to the winner's circle. She also handed me a fistful of pistachios. Forget-me-nuts. But we are all a bit nuts here. Good luck in the next race, Lobby. Yay, Lobby! Thank you to all our special snail friends for joining our Valentine's celebration with your themed costumes. Look at yourselves. You look fantastic. Yay! Don't forget to send me a Valentine's card or vote for your favorite dressed themed fan and show. Send me your IM if you have not already voted or wish to change your vote. You do need to be present at the end of the race to win. Yay! Look at you guys! Thank you to the sponsors of our show, Cure Hops Innovations, Treat TV, and YouTube, where you can watch the snail races and cry over your half-priced after Valentine's Day box of candy. Yay! Thank you for our supporters who help us with our island tier. You are my true life Valentines. Callie Kane and Jasu Tank. Yay!
Yay!
Thank you so much for your generous contributions this week. You can help too by putting some cold, hard Valentine's cash into our thermometers so things can heat up. Your contributions do keep our snails running. Yay!
Thanks, Abel.
I just watched a hawk kill a dove on the rooftop next door. Now, is that a Valentine's Day metaphor? I don't know. Thank you so much for coming. Now back to our Valentine's Rabbit, the host of our show, Racer X Gullwing, and Snail Dude.
All right, so this is part of the show where we take our brave little Snail Dude, and we put him in a cannon and we shoot him way up in the air, and he lands somewhere over there in a bucket of water. It's a lot of fun. And where'd you go, Snail Dude?
I think he's hiding.
I see him. Get over here, Snail Dude. You can't hide. This is how he gets the babes. Happy Valentine's Day. All right, just get right in the cannon. I'm going to check my watch. It's time to get in the cannon. There we go. All right.
Wearing a watch.
It's underneath the coat.
Oh.
I just don't know how to pull my sleeve up.
Are we going to be astonished?
Ready?
You're always astonished. There he goes.
Yay!
Up and away! Like Superman, but
And he's
not.
coming down. No, it's Super Snail.
He's going to hit it.
Gonna hit it.
Yay!
Yay! Good job, Snail Dude.
Come on and take a bow, Snail Dude.
Don't
This
blame
is
me
the
for
fun
being
part.
hesitant here.
Yes. This is where it could go bad.
Could it go bad?
Oh!
Oh.
Death by chocolate.
Hey,
Way
that's
to
my
go.
line.
All right. And then we'll get him cleaned up and stuff back in the hat. We'll get him out again next week. He's a lot of fun. Good job, Snuddy. Okay, so here we are in the second race of or season 1, race number 4 of the pros, and so far we have Lobby Wriggles in first with 28 points. Woohoo! Yeah, Abby Black in second with 26 points. Woohoo! Alden Cortez in third with 24 points. Yay! Callie Kane in fourth with 23 points. Woohoo! That's our close ones. And then we got all these. Jasu, Abel, Starfern, Will be 39, Cat and Carter, Whispering Wind, and Pulse with different points and in different places.
Yay!
All right. Good job. One catch. Okay. Now we go out there and see who's in our final race of the day. Here we go. Alrighty, so we are at the final race of the day, and over here in the purple scarf we have Abby Black, right? Little Abs?
Yes.
Little Abs, Abby Black. Little Abs. You know, we have a shell now that if you have a you can get it to say your
Display name.
It could say Abby. Yeah, it could say your display name now. Just get it out of the snail vendor. Okay, and over here in the red scarf, we didn't cheer.
Yay!
Is Abby Black. Yay! Over here in the red scarf is Abel. Woohoo!
Abel!
In the blue scarf is Callie Kane. Woohoo!
Yay, Callie!
Lobby Wriggles in the green scarf. Woohoo!
Yay!
Alden Cortez over here in the cyan scarf. Woohoo! And the final snail in our race today is Jasu Tank. Woohoo!
In the orange. Yay!
Using the display thing correctly. There it is. It does say Jasu Tank on it.
Yes, it does.
Got his display name showing. Like it was made for him.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, Tindy, why don't you hit the button there? Let's get this thing going.
Hit the button. Snails, get ready. Make sure you run this on.
Button out. I don't know what that's about. Tindy's gonna launch the cow now.
So it's
And
my
the kitty cat says,
my fault. There's cow aside, huh?
cow aside. No, it's hamburgers. Barbecue.
Well, once the cows just kills the cows, just turns them into hamburgers.
I mean,
Here comes our cannons.
Yes.
Boom!
The cows are in the
Cows.
air.
Like they just don't care.
And
The
Bammo! There goes our
air
car.
like we don't
Gate.
care.
And that is the signal for the snail race to begin.
And there goes the snails.
Everybody but Abel took off right when it started. Okay, now they're waiting for our first jump, and as you know, physics in Second Life is sketchy at best, so
Who gets slipped and who doesn't?
it's all depending on the luck of the draw. And we have one snail crawling across the ground, and that is Kelly King.
And Robbie only got halfway up the ramp.
But we have Alden in the lead, followed by Abby Black. Alden pops back, though. And now they're going into the...
Bobby's in the tank.
Oh no, Abby got bounced back by a car.
Oh no, it's Jasu in the tank.
Jasu's in the tank, huh?
Gosh, your tank's in the
Popping
tank.
back up.
Don't forget to get checkpoint number 1 while you're up there, Jasu.
Yes.
Check your HUD.
Okay.
Well, that's what you should always do. Check your head when you fall in the tank, see if you get one already. Because if you don't, it's actually faster to just go.
Tindy knows this because Tindy was our pro snail for a long time and won 98% of the races she was in, I think.
Pretty much.
95.
This is why I retired, so other people can have a chance.
Yes. But now she gives us great clues on how she was doing.
Well, I don't have to hold on to my secret.
Okay, now this is the part where they hit the slingshot, and if they're lucky, they can shoot
Abel gets lift.
over the moving maze.
Ooh,
Pushing
And
him
if they
in
Abel
first
don't, they
place.
are
pulled
stuck
himself into
inside
the
of it.
lead.
So this throws a little bit of luck into our game.
Callie got most of the way to the end of the maze.
So Red is taking a big lead. That is Abel.
Abel is.
Callie Kane in second. Alden in third now.
Alden's going to try for the spring,
Alden's
but it does not work for her.
no lift off that, so there.
But she should still get ahead if it works. No, it still failed. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's not good.
She's given up and she's hitting a fit.
Yeah. It's like a 1 out of 3 chance you'll get lift off that one.
People bouncing across the tank with a really big lead over Kelly in second. Uh-oh! He's sliding into the tank.
Oh, that's gonna cost you.
Yes, Kelly's gonna move into first place while
Gonna come up
I
the
shoot.
ramp.
runs out of the tank.
Callie's
Now-
gotta open up those road signs now.
Yes. Only one road sign is open in each
How
one of
fast
these
can
roads.
she do it?
Can she find the openings?
She's going through fairly quick.
Yeah, she got through there pretty quick. Oh wait, she
That's
before we
last
get to
one
the
she got
last
stuck
one.
on, yeah.
Yep,
Bye,
that gave
Brian.
everybody a chance to catch up. Brian, you taking off? Okay, no problem. Thanks for coming, man. Now you've seen the snail races. We'll send you a link later to the race you're at. All right, good seeing you. Thanks for coming.
Meanwhile, at the slingshots,
Yes.
Kelly Kane's gonna try for sleep.
I
When
think
she
he
get
didn't know it
lift.
was going to take this long when he started at 10 o'clock.
And Callie's all the way over. Lobby. Oh, everybody.
Everybody's getting lift this time. Hello, Abby. Yes, even Abby.
Wow.
Oops.
Somebody got stuck. Lobby looked like she got stuck at the beginning there.
Well, that let most of the people catch back up together, so it's anybody's race.
Now, am I missing Jasu? Jasu
Sorry?
tank?
No, Josh is actually going across the tank.
Okay.
Way back.
Oh, okay. He got stuck.
He's still in this on his second lap.
Everybody else is on
Everybody
their
else is on
final
there.
route. Josu might get lapped here.
So,
Josu's
It
over
was
here
in-
trying to find his way through the gates.
it was coming up to open gates in first place. Holding for just a second. Maybe third. Bobby in fourth. Still crossing the balls. Is that Abby? Alden's taken over first place. Abel's dropped in second. third, but who will get lift on the slingshot? Alden does not get lift. She has to run through the maze. Abel gets no lift. He has to run through the maze.
Oh, and the maze changes to the harder maze.
No lift for Kelly. And no lift for Lobby. Everybody got lift last time. No one got lift this time.
And some of the snails are, oh my god. That is an incredible. Oh, now they're all trapped in the one spot in there. Stage again, and we're back to the happy face.
Happy
Run
face!
away.
Run fast! Oh!
That's
Abby
what-
got lift, and she's
Abby got lift and pops in the second place. She's gonna try to get the lift off the second spring, top into first, maybe, yes.
no, that's Abel.
Abel, right? Abel.
Oh yes,
Pops in the first place.
Woohoo! Alden's in second if nothing happens.
Wow, Abel,
Over
good
on that one.
save.
Yes.
Abel comes in for first place.
Yes.
Alden comes in for second place.
Alden, he was robbed.
Abby Black in third place.
Pretty crazy in the maze there.
Bobby's got fourth.
Very close race. Was not good job.
Gosh, you should be better lap. Kelly and up.
And the final snail.
No. Abel. Actually, no.
Alright, there it is.
Well, no, Josh is already going across the tank for his third.
Okay,
lap.
we're going to do the recap while Jasu's working on that.
That's a good idea.
And let's see. In first place, we had Abel.
Yay, Abel!
Oh. Second place, Alden Cortez. Woo!
Yay, Alden. Woo-hoo.
Abby Black in third. Yay!
Yay!
Fourth place, Lobby Wriggles. Woohoo! Fifth place, Kelly Kane. Yay!
Yay.
And in sixth place will be Jasu Tank when he comes around. There he is, dropping in the background there. Jasu Tank. Woo! And now we go over. Should we watch Jasu finish? the
Yes,
race?
we should watch.
Okay, let's watch Jasu finish the race.
He's going for the slingshot.
He reminds me of a picketer.
I think that's the point.
He is a picketer.
Oh, that was interesting.
does it-
Just, you didn't get a lift, but you also just dropped right off the edge. Happy face! Run.
Yes, just don't hit one of those blue things on the way through. There you go. Why is there trap doors in the top of these towers in the maze?
How else do you get to the top of the tower?
Oh, all right. Okay. I imagine there's actually stairways inside there, is there?
Use your imagination.
Oh, yeah, okay. Because you can't see it, you don't need to have it. I see.
Exactly. Bingo. Oh, you're smart.
All right, I guess that makes sense. There he goes. Yay!
Yes.
Woo! And now is the time on snail racing when we dance. Woo!
This is how much simulation.
Here it is. Woohoo!
Everybody dance now.
Thanks.
Isn't it Control C to make everybody sync up? No.
I don't know.
All right. Anyway, so that was fun. Does anybody know what the next week's race is going to be? The theme is going to be?
I know.
Oh, tell us then.
Save up your quarters because it's going to be video games.
Woo! Video game! Alrighty. pinball?
Not pinball. Video games.
Oh, video games.
Pinball's a different thing.
Is that a different theme? Wow.
Yeah.
It seems like
You
they
wanted
were
pinball,
overlapped
so
there.
I made
There
a
should
separate
there
theme
should be some
just-
overlapping on that. Okay, we'll do that. But all right, so then we're done here. Good night, everybody. Woohoo!
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Now it's Thomas. Now Racing.
The best.
Okay, May, do you want to tell us who won Best in Audience today? Woohoo!
The best dressed fan to theme today was Abby Black. Yay, Abby! Woohoo! And you
Yay.
even won without the cuteness factor of being a tiny. So, yay! It was
Yay.
actually, it was very, very close. Kisses. Woohoo. Happy Valentine's Day.
Woohoo! Thanks for coming,
Yay.
everybody. Bye.
Send chocolate.